I love your delivery, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, you're our dad.
Hello, I'm Angel.
And I'm Ben.
This is Gabe.
And welcome to
Newbies.
Hey!
Incredible stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabe, who are you, my friend?
Well, right now a producer behind the camera, a person, and also sound person for the Newbies podcast right now. And right now, because I'm not working on sound, it's because I have to do this interview, and producer Matt is taking over from me.
We didn't put him at
Thank you, Matt.
gunpoint, okay? This is he wanted to do.
Did you want to do this?
I did not
All right.
force him, I swear, guys.
Shaking his head. Shaking his head.
We love Gaby.
Thank you for joining us, Gabe. We're very excited to have you and to hear from you. We're excited to talk about the movie How to Train Your Dragon 2025.
Yes. I have so many feelings about this movie.
Lots.
The first one made me cry, guys.
Oh god, the first one is a classic of my childhood. One of my favorite kids movies of all time.
Yeah, we're gonna get into non-spoilers.
Yes.
I'll take that over. I'm sorry.
No, do you want me to? I can sort of go through it. We're gonna be talking about the movie. We're gonna talk about behind the scenes of the movie, sort of how it came to be and who's behind it, and then we're gonna discuss the story. Get into a little bit of spoiler discussion about our opinions on it. Spoiler-free discussion.
Spoiler-free
about our opinions.
discussion first.
Yes, and then
spoilers.
Yes.
Yeah. So me and Gabe went to
Yes.
see it a week ago now.
Yeah,
right?
it was a week ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
On IMAX.
Yeah, it was.
You saw it on IMAX?
It was like a day before it released officially in
Yes.
theaters. Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
So we had like early screening. Yes.
Yes, and we ran into like two friends or three actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
We
Amanda,
ran into Amanda and
Punic, Finn, and Merben, all three wonderful people who were on the Through Her Eyes thesis. Anyways, unrelated, but that was cool. Yeah, we
That's
ran
so
into,
cool.
I have a
Yeah.
photo. I'll put the photo.
I didn't even know you guys ran into.
Yeah, it was
That's cool.
funny. I was like, oh yeah,
I should've gone with you.
Yeah, you should have.
Should have.
Yeah, but so apparently we went in and I thought we were gonna be just in time, and then we were late. Like we missed like 10 minutes of it, and I was.
I want to
Aw.
say 10 minutes, like 5. I
Was-
wanna say
yeah.
5,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude,
so-
that sucks because those 5 minutes were the best 5 minutes of the entire movie.
Yeah, I can agree after like watching it like 3 times.
Oh, you
I
rewatched
only
it. You
saw
told me
it
that.
once, guys. So I have to rewatch it. But.
You were like trying to have some. I forgot what you bought. Like a hot dog.
I got tenders.
Oh, is that what happened?
Chicken tenders? Yeah.
Chicken tenders, yes.
Guys,
I was
They
like,
were-
so-
no.
I was just like waiting for him.
You know that's gonna
Yeah.
mess you up. You can't get the food. You can't get the food if you're
I
already
thought
showing
I
up
timed
late.
it right because isn't it like it starts at 6, so it's like 21
Yeah.
minutes before the
20
trailer.
minutes, yeah.
We went in and it already whatever. Anyways, let's get
Tragic,
into it.
It just occurred to me that I'm wearing unintentionally. I didn't plan this. I'm wearing like a dragon
Oh, yeah.
sweater.
Yeah, the dragon.
Look at this, guys. Do you
It's
see that?
on
I don't know if you can see that
It's
anymore,
on
but
theme.
there we go. Exactly. Hey,
Um,
how to train your wardrobe.
Okay,
Ooh.
I want to ask Gabe this. So, what were your thoughts of the remake?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
oh, wait,
Just to
wait.
follow the segment structure, could I say a little bit first, real fast?
yes.
Okay. So let's take that one back. Let's roll it back a little bit. So, How to Train Your Dragon 2025 was written and directed by Dean DeBlois, as well as written by Cressida Cowell and William Davies. I'm apologizing if I'm butchering those names. And it stars a bunch of wonderful young actors, as well as Gerard Butler, who voiced Stoke the Vast in the original kids movie. He came back to play him in live action, and it's a wonderful cast and a really talented director. Sort of like, as we'll get into, sort of like redoing his film from 2010, because he was the director and writer of the original one as well. And it's based on a book as well, which I will Google right now. The book was written by.
Cressida Cowell.
Was it?
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, look at you, Gabe. You came prepared. So it's a great story. I'm sure most people listening have seen How to Train Your Dragon the original, and let's get into it. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I want to start out with Gabe. So, what were your thoughts? Like your raw thoughts right after it ended.
This was what I expected a live action to be, as compared to what I have seen like previously, because it stays true to the characters, to the story, and at its core, I think it's the message that really like touched me, and obviously
Right.
it touched Angel as well. I'm not sure about Ben.
I totally agree. I
Ben
totally
was
agree.
like, I'm joking.
Dude,
No reaction.
I was stoic the vast. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm kidding. I think it totally worked. It resonated in just the same way that the original did 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, I think the first one made me cry because I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But I think I still teared up a little bit on this one.
Yeah, there's some moments. There's some moments.
And I think what I loved the most out of everything was the visuals. So good, and the dragons look so good. Like they look kind of cartoony, but like also kind of, it's weird, also kind of real. Just a lot of memories came back to me from like from a decade ago. I guess that's when it came.
Yeah. Over a decade, 15 years.
Over a
actually.
decade ago.
Crazy.
But I think my favorite scene.
Is this a spoiler one? Or?
This is
right.
Non-review. Right. So non-spoiler reviews. Non-spoiler review.
Yeah.
Just you can talk about specific scenes, just not like giving away the ending.
Well, I think I'll just stop there.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll go into the specific ones. But I think if I had any like critiques of it, I think the messaging could have hit a little bit more to me. But it's still very much well executed. But I think it could have been a little bit more better executed. Yeah.
I feel you.
Would that be discussed in the spoiler review?
Yeah, I'll get into more specifics.
Because I'm really interested.
Yes.
No, me
yes,
too.
yes,
Me too.
yes,
For
yes,
sure.
yes.
Did you have any thoughts that are sort of just about the general execution of it?
The general execution is that I'm really amazed by, like you said, the visuals as well. Visual sound obviously makes you really immersed in the whole very Norse theme environment, and obviously John Powell's composition. I mean, he always
John Powell,
delivered.
who also composed Wicked, who composed of course the original How to Train Your Dragon score, sort of one of the most sort of iconic movie scores I would say of like that era. Just such incredible music, so riveting, so inspiring. It's a great soundtrack.
Do you have like a favorite soundtrack from the?
Well, because Punic, actually Finn, shout out. She posted about like a story of like seeing it that day. So I was like watching her story, and she put I think it's called Forbidden Friendship. That's like the
Forbidden Friendship.
It's called it's what plays in the original where I feel like this is spoilery now, but when Toothless and Hiccup are like, you know, when he touches him.
Right.
Like the little.
I think that was in the trailer.
Yeah. It's like
that was in the trailer.
But I really love it because I think how I kind of interpreted it as was like these like two people from different worlds were like were never meant to be friends, and somehow they still found a way to like you know, have that platonic love and like have that friendship. I think that hits to me a lot. So that's why I love that. And going back to the soundtrack, it's a beautiful piece. I go back to that soundtrack a lot too.
If you're talking about the moment, I don't think it's a spoiler to spoil like to talk about like a scene, just not like the ending.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the moment where they sort of like Hiccup has to do like hopscotch around like
it's like this whole montage of like how they're
right.
spending so much time together,
Right.
and like the
that piece of
friendship
music
is really building, and I love that.
That piece of music
really resonate
is
with
so
that
beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow, that moment got me going like, wow, crazy that they were able to capture the same magic that original movie had, in like again like just doing the exact same scene, and they were able to like make it still hit like as hard as it did all those years ago. I would say in general, like my general thoughts on the execution is that, and maybe this is something that you agree with, Gabe, like just from hearing you talking about it personally, I think we're kind of on the same page, that like this is what I expected remake movies
for
to be done.
action.
At least how I expected
expected
them to be done. And it's not necessarily like, basically the movie is a shot for shot remake in every single way of the original. I don't think it makes any like huge new creative decisions or does anything other than just like
the story's
translate
the same,
the story's the
Yeah.
same, I mean, a couple of the actors are the same, right? The characters are exactly the same. The dialogue is, and with maybe there are like some small exceptions that I wouldn't have noticed, but it's all the same. But it's done like the thing that makes it different from that makes it like acceptable to me, and I really enjoyed it, is the fact that like it's just translated so well and so like faithfully, but in a newly immersive way, because it's like live action, right? Because the CGI is so flawless. They must have given their VFX teams like a lot of time to actually work on the stuff and make it sort of well produced and well composed. I don't know how VFX work. They must have given them the time and the resources to do that, and so the VFX are flawless. The colors are beautiful. The compositions are incredible. The music is incredible. Like it's just a wonderful translation of that original experience into a different and immersive form, because it feels real. It feels like touchable. You know what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily think it's like pushing the state of cinema forward, but not everything has to be about the state of
Yeah,
cinema. I
it could be
freaking
a
love this movie.
fun-
I love this movie.
Fun thrill.
So yeah.
Shall we get? into
Yeah, no,
spoilers?
for sure. Before we do that, do you want to say the thing about if this movie gave us hope for movies or after that? Or it's up to you. What do you think?
I think it could be after.
After,
I think
okay,
it could be
okay,
after.
sorry. Anyways, to get into spoiler talk.
Do you guys want? I have one scene that I really
Tell
love.
me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
so-
start with you.
Yeah.
Let's start with you,
Let's start with you.
podcast hoster. Podcast
There's-
host.
It's like I think somewhere before the third act, we have Astrid hanging out with Hiccup, and she's kind of questioning him as to like why he didn't kill Toothless. And I really love his answer. Probably he said the same answer in the first one. I just forgot because it's been so long. But he was like, well, she was like, because context, you know, he befriends like the Night Fury, which is the dragon everybody in this village fears and has never seen. And you know, if they ever do see him, they're told to like, you know, run away because they'll die instantly. But somehow, well, he like, you know, he traps the dragon. They build a friendship, a very nice friendship. And then like obviously the whole town turns on him, blah blah blah. But then Astrid is questioning him, and she's like, so why did you befriend him? Like why did you? No, she asks him, why didn't you kill him? You know, you could have killed him and had the whole town, you know, be like, yeah, hell yeah, Hiccup, he's like the best, you know, get all this popularity. And then he's like, he didn't answer the question. He was like, you know, and then she's like, why didn't you kill him?
Pushes,
then,
yeah,
he pushes, and then he's like, well, because like I saw myself in him, like I saw how frightened he was, and like, you know, I really love that because I feel like I can relate to that with like a lot of my friendships where I feel like if you like really get close to somebody, it's because you see part of yourself in them. So I thought that was so touching and so heartwarming and so emotional, and I was like, yeah.
That's nice, man.
Yeah.
I'm interested in hearing like what y'all think about, like, it seems like you view. 'Cause I noticed this earlier. You said that the story of Hiccup and Toothless is a story of two people becoming like having this platonic relationship.
Yeah.
And I find that genuinely really interesting. Like, you think of it as like a friendship.
Yeah.
I don't know. I always
Like a dog and man.
right. I always thought it was like not a pet situation, but I always thought it was more like a bond between like a dog and a
owner.
person, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, obviously Toothless is like animated and like given characteristics of like a pet and like a dog. Like that's obviously why Toothless is so adorable and unforgettable. But I always thought of it as more like a trusting relationship between a human being and an animal, and how that's like a special kind of bond that, you know, real people have with dogs and with cats and with all their pets and stuff. But I think it's really interesting that you see it more as like a friendship. But yeah, I guess there's also those elements to it too.
Can either or.
They communicate. They like talk to each other.
I think
It's kind of like Ash and Pikachu.
Right, that's probably the best. That's probably the best comparison. Right. Because they talk to each other, but also to an extent, like Pikachu is sort of, and Toothless are sort of like pets. That's really interesting. That's
Yeah,
cool,
I
man.
love
That's
that.
cool. I like
Yeah.
that take. I like that take.
I think it could be both. I think it could be just
Right.
The general thing is like building a friendship with somebody you didn't think you'd ever get close to.
Right.
Like two different worlds combined. I think that's
Interesting.
cool. Yeah.
Gabe, did you have any observations for the spoiler discussion?
Okay. In the beginning, this was in the Great Hall where Stoic just finished like having a town meeting about going to hunt dragons to find their nest, and then at the end when the meeting was over, Stoic sat down with Gobber, and they were like talking about how Stoic was interested in seeing his son become something that is not his son then, and Gobber was just like really standing on Hiccup's side, constantly encouraging Hiccup while also trying to convey to Stoic that Hiccup is actually trying his best to meet his expectations. So that kind of really resonated with me because partly it has to do with like choosing your career path.
Yes.
You know, when like choosing what you have to study for college is not a really easy decision to come by.
Right.
And when somebody that you look up to, who has been a pillar of support your entire life, have some expectations for you, I really try to do my best to like meet those expectations, even though
Yeah.
I'm like choosing like a different career and
Yeah.
stuff.
Right.
But yeah, fast forward to the movie where Stoic was like realized that big spoiler alert where Toothless
He saved his life.
save Hiccup's life when
Yes.
he was in the dome fighting
Yes,
the
yes.
fire dragon, and then he was like so like shocked and disappointed, and he go as far as saying that I wouldn't call you my son. I mean, like
Right.
that really
right.
like
Right.
that really like hurt because I mean that didn't happen to me personally, just saying, but it's just that to imagine something like that when you have that kind of relationship with a parent, it's kind of really
It can like really hurt.
it can really hurt
Totally.
and kind of destroy somebody's life.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. That's basically the main part. So I really teared up when a situation is shot between conversation between father and son, and especially at the end when Stoic decided to save Toothless on behalf of Hiccup, and when he saved Hiccup, Toothless was like asking Hiccup to get on and continue the fight against that the Red Death, which is the dragon at the end.
Right.
And yeah, I think every time that statement rings come by, it always moves me to tears. It's
Wow.
when Stoic told Hiccup that, no matter what happens up there, it's something around there. No matter what happens up there, I am proud to call you my son.
For
So I
sure,
was
for
like,
sure.
Whoa. So
Like
yeah.
that changed,
Yeah.
like the character development
Yeah.
of like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's a huge part of the reason why How to Train Your Dragon, again, original and remake, are sort of like beloved because the script is just fantastic. Like How to Train Your Dragon is such a solid like A to Z script. Like it's just so there's so many wonderful like callbacks and setups and payoffs and just fun lines, funny lines, serious lines, emotionally impactful lines that are blended all blended together. You have lines that are all three of those things at once. You have scenes that are all three of those things at once. It's just a really solid, like solidly written movie. And yeah, that's a great like example of like the setup and payoff of like and the character arc that's weaved into Stoic, going from the sort of like disowning sort of father who's like willing to like put away his son and dismiss him completely to the guy who says that at the end and then weeps for him when he thinks that he's gone and then of course the resolution when he ends up surviving, and there's a lot to talk about in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just a great story.
I think it's also very universal. Like the way you're talking about it, I think all of us at some point, like in another way, are trying to like get that validation of your parents, because like that's like your support system since you were born. So you want to make them happy, and yet at the end of the day, somehow I feel like the back of your head's kind of always something you're kind of thinking about. So I think that's
Right.
why it hits a lot more. Yeah.
I think something that reminds me while you were talking about that was back in the beginning sequence of Stoic talking to Gaber, where he was like, we don't stop our child from like pursuing what they like.
Yes, like you
but-
can't control that.
You can't control that.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you prepare them for life.
I
So
love that. Oh
That
my
line really like
God.
stuck with me like
Yeah.
like a lot.
Like you have to support them because they're gonna do what they want to do
Yeah,
at the end
totally.
of the day.
Mm.
Yeah.
Totally. Can you talk a little bit more about how incredible the
Yeah,
VFX were?
This is getting pretty sad.
Dude,
Sorry, guys.
the visual effects were so well done.
good.
I genuinely like if like every live action remake managed to visually look like this good compared to the original. I'm not saying that I would be a huge fan of all live action remakes of classic like kids movies or whatever, but I would be like that's like I feel like that would be a much better standard to like strive for than what sometimes we get. You know what I'm saying? I think this movie is really beautiful
Mm.
to look at. And again, I'm sure, I'm like 100% sure that came down not to like different artists or whatever. I'm sure that came down to giving them the time and the resources they needed to produce the stuff. And you know, I hope that that's. I mean, we should do some research. Maybe that did not matter. We should look into that. But you know, I think it's just a testament to like the state of visual effects and the fact that like artists could make such like an amazing and like beautiful depiction of this animated movie is really pretty.
Really
I love
gorgeous. Did you have a favorite scene?
Favorite scene? I honestly would say we talked about it earlier when we talked about the music. I would say the scene where
Test drive.
Where Hiccup first
Oh,
sort of
not
like
test
bonds with Toothless.
Test drive.
The test drive scene
Yeah,
is
test
so
drive.
good.
Test drive.
The test drive scene though has a specific place in my heart because that was my favorite piece of music in the original when I was like a kid. Like it's all great music, but that was my favorite score in the original because I was like, you know, I was like a little kid and I was like, oh my god, I'm riding a dragon. It feels so. It was like, you know, in this movie did it really well, but I don't think it'll ever quite be as good as it felt when I was like 10 years old or whatever. And how old? 7 years old. And when that first movie came out, I can do math, guys. But yeah, I feel like in this one, my favorite scene was the first sort of bonding moment where they had with Toothless, yeah, where he sort of like touched his like head for the first time, and they had the little hopscotch moment. I don't know if hopscotch is right. Whatever that game, whatever that thing was.
Oh,
that
they were like drawing pictures in the
yes,
sand.
so gorgeous, man, so gorgeous.
So magical. The music sounds so good.
Did you have any thoughts? Do you have any other thoughts on like the cast and the
yes.
people involved?
Gerard Butler gave like an incredible performance.
So good, dude.
Magnificent.
Right.
There was this one scene where he was like fighting the dragon, like bare fist.
Oh, the punch! Yeah, that was crazy.
That was
dude.
that was
No
freaking
idea.
nuts, yeah.
That Jerry Butler, man, he's a man from a different planet. I don't even know that guy. He's been in some absolute garbage movies, but he's also been just been like the GOAT in so many things that he's in. Like he's just a fun guy, and I really loved his new take on Stoic as a real human being. It was really cool.
Those lines you delivered, Gerard, was like
I also thought Nico Parker as Astrid. I did not think anyone would be able to unseat America Ferrera's voice portrayal in the original, because America Ferrera just does such a good job and creates such a lively character. Astrid is just such a great character in those original movies. But Nico Parker did a really good job. I wasn't too familiar with her. I know she was on The Last of Us. I wasn't too familiar with her before this because I haven't finished The Last of Us. I've started it, but I'm not there yet. But I wasn't super familiar with her work, but she was really good.
I thought she did great too. And Mason Thames, right? That's
Yeah.
Thames.
I don't know how to pronounce it. But he was great as Hiccup.
He was great too. I know him from The Black Phone. I don't know if you.
Oh, he was in The Black Phone?
He was
Interesting.
in The Black Phone, yeah. So it's
Interesting.
he really embodies like Hiccup.
Yeah.
It's a cool jump from The Black Phone to this.
Right. And I'm also
180.
glad because Hiccup's voice, Jay Baruchel's voice as Hiccup, is so iconic.
Yeah, it's really iconic.
Like, put up a TikTok of people like in the Epic Universe doing like their impressions of Hiccup for the park, the theme park thing. I think like that his voice is so iconic, and I'm glad that Mason Thames didn't try to do like an impression of that voice. He just like did his own interpretation. Some of the line deliveries weren't the same at all, and I was like, that's interesting. I remember that movie so well. I was like, it's interesting that he's like doing a new take on it. Good for him. Like as an actor exploring just different interpretations of the exact same words. It was well done. It was well done. Overall, man, I just thought it was a good way to do a remake. Again, I don't think it's like pushing cinema forward in like the most groundbreaking way, but not every movie needs to do that.
Everything needs to do that.
I just love this movie so much.
Will say I was surprised on the visuals and the effects. I was very surprised. I was like, okay, this has my attention for sure.
Also,
yes,
I'm not sure how many times have you guys watched this.
I watched it last
The
night.
remake just once.
Just
But
once,
I'm gonna go again probably.
Okay.
I have to. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll probably watch it with my sister.
Like from last week when I seen it with Angel and today.
Oh, you saw it today.
No, yeah.
Fresh in the memory, I forget.
I had watched like about three times now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
good for you.
Funny story.
Yeah.
After that night when I watched it with you,
Yeah.
we went to Chipotle, right?
Yeah.
I left my poster there. Yeah. I mean,
What? I did not know
no, yeah,
that.
but because
I did not know that. I didn't catch
I
it.
know. Early screening, they gave us like posters in AMC Burbank, and I was like,
Tragic.
whoa, shit, this is really good.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the night when we get Chipotle, I was like, I left my poster on the side, and then we went off, and then I realized, then when I got home, I realized that something's missing. Oh yes, it's the poster. But I was like, all right, I'll just like go watch it again to get like another poster because come on, AMC A-list, I got A-list, I got A-list, so I just like, oh, all right, I went booked the earliest screening, went to the theater.
Wait, like the next day?
The next day.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Yeah, the immediate next day. So I actually get to see the front part that we missed in IMAX again, and you know, like I went to like ask the person that's scanning my ticket.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yo, do you happen to give out like free posters? And like, oh, if we have, I'm not made aware of that yet, but I'll let you know. Maybe they will start like giving it out when you come out from the theater. And I'm like, all right, sure. And finished the movie again, really nice. Came out, no poster inside. I'm like, and I went to ask them, posters?
What's it?
And they were like, no, we don't have any posters anymore. I'm like, all right, cool. And I was like, I mean, it's worth a shot. I just decided to just go back to like Chipotle.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I went to the server and she was like, is there like a poster that was left here last night?
Yeah.
She was like, oh yes, the poster. Yeah, we got it.
You got it back?
So, I got it back. And
Dude, this story was more suspenseful than the plot of How to Train Your Dragon.
and she went to the back and
I want it
like-
though.
and just
Imagine she came back with a Chipotle
no,
poster.
it's mine.
I'm pretty sure most of the Chipotle staff like take a look at it because like it's like clearly like unwrapped.
Yeah.
So like
So
I totally like appreciate the staff like keeping it for me. Like
Thank you, Chipotle staff.
you
Thank
know
you,
what's
Chipotle
up.
staff. And then I got back. I was like happy. Now it's on my wall. And oh yeah, I went to watch it again today for another screening. This time it was at Rego because I went for the 4DX experience. Totally great experience, by the way. Shout out to Alex.
Hey.
You know which one you
Alex,
are.
you know who you are.
On the real,
You know who you are.
on the shore.
Yeah. Because he said that he watched Top Gun Maverick in 4DX, and he
Right.
was like, that was like the most like immersive experience he ever
Nice.
had. Like, I mean,
Nice.
like, come on, it's like planes flying around, like, and you can feel all the like wind pressure and stuff. This is the same thing, like, but you are like riding dragons. Same stuff,
Right.
like, from test drive to when people are just in the skies, you can feel the air pressure. And there was like this one dandelion scene, right? When
Yes.
there was like
Blow
bubbles.
dandelions in your face? No, for real?
Yeah, there was like bubbles like
That's
blew
crazy.
from the ceiling.
That's
and I was
so
like, to
cool.
like mimic the dandelions.
That's so
Really
cool.
good.
I've
When
never tried a movie in 4DX.
I have to
when
try it, yeah.
when Toothless
Mhm.
roared at Hiccup for the first time, you get the
Oh.
saliva and stuff.
No
It
way.
was just like water.
Like what? But you like,
I was like,
oh.
whoa.
Dude, I've never tried a 4DX movie.
Yeah.
I need to try this. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
I
That
have
sounds
to
Well,
try it too. Yeah.
interesting.
If you had the chance, definitely watch How to Train Your Dragon in 4DX. But before that, try to experience it in IMAX first because you get to immerse yourself in the story before experiencing the action yourself.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting. Okay. I like that. To wrap up this review, Gabe, we
Yes.
like to ask our guests and ourselves, did this movie give you hope for cinema, for movies in the world moving forward? Movies. Just in general.
Well, from what I've seen from the director Dean,
Mhm.
he really said that this is like these characters, these stories, he knows them the best. So for studios like Universal to give him a chance to like direct the same movie that he also directed for animation, like about like a few years ago, like 10, 15.
The original,
yeah.
15 years
15,
ago. Yeah.
around 15 years ago, to have that chance to like make a little bit of changes but still keep this core story. I think it's a step in the right direction.
Right,
Yeah.
right. That's awesome, dude.
So yeah.
That's awesome. I was gonna. I feel like when I came into this, it's not that I was like pessimistic at all, but I felt like knowing that that's a question we ask. I felt like I was gonna say like it didn't really give me hope for me. Like I said it already. Like it didn't really push anything forward in like the art of like filmmaking. But like I felt like I still loved it, and that's okay. Like it didn't need to. But honestly, hearing that, I mean, I think that's a great point. Just the fact that like it was an expression by Dean DeBlois and the other all the other creators to sort of like it was sort of like a freedom to do this story and bring it to a new medium and a new sort of interpretation. That's kind of cool, and in a way maybe that does sort of like maybe that is like in and of itself a sort of hope for our industry and for cinema. So that's cool. I like that take. I'll agree with you, man. I'll agree with you. What do you think, Angel?
I'm on that same boat. I think it did give me hope for movies, definitely. It's funny because this was a remake, so I like seeing it from that perspective too, where I'm not used to with the other reviews. But I think it was well executed. Again, visuals is really good. I think if anything, because it's a remake, I'm approaching it from that perspective. I think I would love for them to build, at least with this one, like build upon more of the original story in some way. I know that would not changing the story, but I think like adding like more
That's
like
totally valid.
story to it that's already been established. But yeah, I liked it a lot, and I did my number system, so I'll just
of course.
I'll do my 8 out of 10. And
8 out of 10?
I think I was doing the 5.
Yeah, I think you did 5. Yeah. We did 5 last time.
There you
Four
go.
out of
4 to 5. Nice.
Letterbox. If you guys want, I don't know if you guys want to put your letterbox out there. Or
Yeah, sure.
Gabe's letterbox.
I think it's here.
What review did you give it on there?
I don't really do reviews that consistently. It's just that when I feel like I have really something to talk about, I would talk about.
Nice.
But if not, I'll just like record like what movies I watch.
That's fair. I would probably say I would give this movie a very solid. Also 4 stars. I'm debating 4 or 4.5. I feel like
I agree.
only
It's
because
like 4.5 for me as well.
right, only because like it doesn't like I just loved it, and I would probably give the original How to Train Your Dragon 5 stars because it just holds such a special place in my heart. Like I just like this was just like a great live action translation of it. So you know what, 4.5 stars. Why not?
Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that wraps it up
Yeah.
for the
Wait.
review today.
I love your delivery, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, you're our dad.
That's gonna be the
Thank
short.
you.
That's gonna be the short.
Thank you everyone for watching and listening.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Thank you
Tune
so
into the
much.
next episode of the
Yeah.
Newbies Pod.
And
Thank you, Gabe, for being here.
Yeah.
No, thank you for
Thank you,
having
Gabe,
me.
for being here.
This is my first time like doing like a podcast.
Podcast debut. Yeah, a lot of my
It's
friends.
our
Yeah.
first time too. It's our first time
like,
too.
I get like really nervous, like
Aw.
a little bit like tense, like even,
didn't
like,
show, it didn't show.
Just talking, but yeah, I think I prefer like working in the back, but you know, you never know.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
we'll see you in the next
We'll
one.
catch you in the next movie review or interview.
Oh yeah. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.